Ever wonder how real estate agents get paid and how it impacts the sale of your home? Today we're talking about compensation and commissions. We'll break down what you need to know to make the best financial decisions when selling your home. I'm Liz Opatic with RE/MAX SunQuest. First, let's clear up a common misconception. There isn't, never has been, a customary standard average or traditional compensation rate. Compensation has always been negotiable and should be based on the value, education, knowledge, experience, and marketing that the agent you hire brings to the table. When you sign a contract with your listing agent, part of that agreement will state the compensation you both agree upon. Remember, no one works for free. Historically, the compensation for a buyer's agent was often paid by the seller. However, compensation and commissions have always been negotiable. Recent regulations by the Department of Justice state that the responsibility to pay compensation for a buyer representation ultimately falls on the buyer. Buyers will need to sign an agreement before any agent can show them a home. This agreement will state that the buyer is responsible for their agent's commission. However, it's important to understand that as sellers, you can still offer commission or compensation to the buyer's agent. This can be in the form of closing costs, a specified amount, or a percentage of the sale. Why would you, as the seller, consider paying for this commission or compensation? Think about it from a buyer's perspective. A deal where the seller pays all or a portion of the buyer's agent compensation is more attractive than one where the buyer has to cover it all. Before the new regulation, compensation for both agents typically came out of the proceeds at closing. The buyer has to cover their agent's compensation. It adds to their financial burden, which can be tough or impossible for many buyers, especially first-time home buyers. If no compensation is offered to a buyer's agent from the seller, it stands to reason many buyers may not be able to make an offer. This could negatively impact the sale of your home and could actually cause you to net less money. Some buyers may not want to look at homes without seller-paid compensation. Others may advise agents to negotiate the commission to be paid by the seller. And some buyers who have financial means will still opt to pay it themselves. This could result in fewer offers on your home. Not good, right? My advice and the advice of my brokerage is to handle this on a case-by-case basis. Your main concern should be your bottom line, what you walk away with after the sale. We'll discuss what is best for you regarding this as agents show interest in your property. Market conditions, inventory, buyer interest rates, and desirability of your home will all play a role in this decision. It's a case-by-case scenario, and we'll discuss it as we go along. The goal is to ensure that you get the best possible outcome for your sale. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next module.